Once upon a time, some would say Crude had the most exquisite OBS Ford at the time, until suddenly one day, precisely 2.5 years ago, Crude and a Pole had an encounter. Although such a tragedy happened today, we present to you the baddest OBS Fummins 2.0.
Well, Blake's show is in like a week, and I decided to pull this thing out of the weeds. I got tires on the way. I got wheels on the way. I fixed my massive oil leak already, behind the scenes. And, whoa. For some reason, I've got some drop-in power, as in drop-in power, I'll show you. I've got some 7mm delivery valves. Okay. A T4 gasket. I don't know why, because that's a T3 manifold, but... that's why. And a brand new Cosmetic S369 SXE all billet. Turbski ready to go in her. And on Friday, we've got a little delivery, and it's called injectors. And I'm telling you, this thing should be ripping here pretty shortly. So if you're not going to be at Blake's, you better be at Blake's, because it's the first time the OBS is going to be out and about in like 3 years. So... let's throw some power mods on it and see if she's a ripper. All right, so we got the injector lines off. Right now, I'm about to take all these... damn, I can't speak. Right now, I'm about to take all the delivery valves off, break these out, and we're going to go ahead and install our... I got stock delivery valves in this pump, so right now we're going to install the 7mm delivery valves, which are rated up to like 750 horsepower. So there's a special socket for this, so if you do not have one, you need to buy that special socket. I do have one. And there's a certain way of torquing these back down so you don't roll the barrel inside. But very technical. Well, not really. It's easy as hell, but there's a lot of things you don't want to mess up. All because I have a Fummins. You know, of course, the second gen turbo won't fit on this 12 valve like it should. One, Fummins, you have everything in the fucking way. Like heater box, your, well, engine mount, custom engine mount. And, custom downpipe, custom motor mounts, all that fun stuff all gets in the freaking way. Downpipe don't line up. Downpipes, I put a flange on there, welded a flange on there for an AT351 because that's what I put on there was a stock second or third gen turbo. Because for a common swap in a OBS, you have to run a third gen style manifold, which is now I'm taking off because you know there's studs in the bottom of this thing and you can't get it out because I got to run a T3 to T4 adapter. Well, as all this sounds very confusing, let me tell you. You run a second gen manifold, it don't fit on the 12 valve. Well, it fits on the 12 valve, but it don't fit in the Fummins. So, you got to run a third gen manifold, but you can't run a T4 on a third gen manifold because it's not a T4 manifold. So here we are. Just trying to get this thing to have a better turbo on it. And here we are taking off the exhaust manifold. And cutting the downpipe. Oh, it's getting real rough. I put the delivery valves in. Delivery valves are all torqued down and ready to go. Injectors come in on Friday. And I've got a turbo sitting over there that I can't do nothing at but spin it on the table. Well, it's a good thing I installed this correctly whenever I put it all together because all these bolts are coming out fairly easy. Knock on freaking wood. I've got a couple more to break loose. That's how it's supposed to go.
I think that's the new wave now.
Is that how it's supposed to go?
Yeah.
I don't know, this is my first time putting a turbo on.
Yeah, then you drill a hole through the firewall, then you put your air filter inside the cab and turn the AC all the way on.
Oh, that's how you get cold, clean air.
Yeah, cold air intake.
You don't even need a filter.
No.
See, people these days have been doing the cold air intakes all wrong. You're right. You're onto something, Brian. Put a hole through the firewall and just put it in there and put the AC on. That's the coldest air you can get. You don't even need an intercooler. What you need an intercooler for? Yeah, didn't even think about that. That's pretty smart. Also, you're not supposed to put a turbo on backwards, but you're able to. If we weren't supposed to do this, why would it bolt up?
I don't know. Maybe everybody's doing it the wrong way, bro.
Get you a good gander at that one.
Yeah.
See, bro, you're a menace to society, honestly. So now, today is the second day. Well, sort of second day. Injectors come tomorrow. This right here is a freaking piece of work. It's a piece of art, actually, piece of art. We have got to go get some parts from the parts store. Some of this stuff I need to figure out my air filter intake deal and a couple hoses I need to get. But what I believe just showed up might just be my tires. I am excited. I think my tires finally showed up. My wheels, we gotta go get tomorrow or Saturday. I don't know which one. Brian's such an idiot. Look at old farmer Brian. And of course, Versatire had to come through with the brand new tires for the or actually not the Illumi Duty, same tread though. Yeah, these are some big Larry Hoovers. Lose all the damn tires. Back at the Fummins again, trying to get this thing ready for Blake's show. We got a floating air filter over here. Come take a gander at this. I'm telling you right now, it's floating, bro. I'm like, I don't even know. It's the freshest air you can get. Got to get cold air somehow. If you look over there by the fender well, you can see where it goes. But we had to do something like that because, if you haven't noticed, the turbo is mounted backwards.
It's just a little backwards.
It's for aerodynamics because like this is smaller.
So it goes
up
up like that?
Yeah, so it
gradually goes up.
It just makes it faster. Science. But got some stage 3 injectors over here, rated for like 750, 800 horse from DPP. About to get these things installed, taking the hold down nuts off right now, off of these factory injectors. I rebuilt them probably like 4 years ago. Little old me, just getting after it, you know what I mean? I was poverty back then, so everything was stock. But this thing everything for a fuel and air rated is like 750, 800 horse. So if I'm at 500, bro, I'm happy. I don't even give a shit. I guess it's no BS. We got a couple more things left to do. We got to put injector lines back on, and take the factory exhaust out, and gotta wait until the flange comes for the turbo to make my hood stack. Yeah, you heard it. I'm hood stacking this bitch. This thing won't be white anymore. It's gonna be black. But for content, right? All for content. Well, after a long 2 days, we've got everything dialed in, hopefully. Got 1, 3, and 5 injection lines on the pump loose right now so we can prime it because we had the entire fuel system all taken apart. So we'll go ahead and prime that. And we gotta wait for the hood stack to come in. And we got some other goodies coming for this truck. Wait and see. But let's see if this thing runs. She's been sitting for, I don't know, fucking 2 years. So, she got a couple dead batteries.
I got some batteries you can have.
So thanks to Ava, pal, from the TikTok shop. We're going to use a little jump pack. Oh, yeah, you do have batteries. You know why?
Yeah.
Brian comes over yesterday and goes, "Bro, have you seen my video?" I said, "No." He goes, "Check this out, bro." So, show me this video, and it's just fucking 5,000 RPM on his stock 6.7 Cummins. I look at him, immediate response. I'm like, Jesus fuck, like you need to chill, dude. Like that's not good for the engine. He goes, immediately Brian's like always arguing. He's like, "Why, bro? Why?" I said, "All right." I said, "You'll figure it out." He goes, "Nah, tell me why. I said, No. I'm doing it, bro. You'll figure it out. No big deal. It's not my truck, whatever. About 12 o'clock, midnight. What's he doing when he leaves my house? Hitting the rev limiter again. What do you know? Insert video right now. Insert clip.
Dad, you're a fucking
boys, I sent it a little too hard. That's a rod.
Next time you might listen. I don't know. Maybe you will, maybe you won't.
I might listen to next time.
It works!
Hey, what a genius!
Bigger injectors!
Jesus Christ!
Got your ass! Bigger injectors, bigger turbo, bigger delivery valves, advance the timing to 24.5 degrees of timing. I think she's ready to rock and roll for old Blake's, but we got the performance side down. Now we need to do a little bit of cosmetics around here because she's not looking so beefy anymore. We got the dually bed on there. Might get it one color, might not. But tomorrow morning, sharp, a.m., like 4 o'clock in the morning, Brian's scrawny little ass needs to wake up early, get here, because we've got to go all the way up to St. Louis, grab some wheels. I got tires outside, and we're going to perfection, baby. Get some new wheels and tires mounted up. Get this thing going. Get it sitting right.
Well, what you got? Half-ass painted bed. Got one coat. Probably 2 more to go. At least 2 more. White's hard to cover up all the blotches that we got there. As you can see, you can still see a lot of blotches if the camera picks it up. But yeah, 2 more coats. At least 2 more coats of base coat. Then we got like 3 coats of clear coat.
All right, so this is Thursday morning, and as you can tell, we don't even have the wheels on. But got the bed painted last night. It's not perfect. It's a lot better than what it was. It is all one color. The Oxford white, brand new, doesn't match the cab. I don't know why, because that's supposed to be Oxford white. Maybe the last 20 years of sun fading is the reason behind that. But right now, we've got new brakes, brake pads, some new drilled and slotted rotors, and new calipers. We need to get this thing set up. So we need to get all this taken apart on both sides, put a new stud in on the other side, and get these wheels and tires mounted up. Now, we have to leave in a few hours. Hold on, this thing's dirty. We have to leave in a few hours. Well, not a few hours, but tonight we have to leave. And I got dually adapters, but these dually adapters, this hub-centric ring, don't fit on this bore. So now we're screwed on that. But Brian has a set of 3-inch 8x6.5 non-hub centric spacers, and I think we're just gonna throw those on for now. It should work. I mean, I'm not gonna be towing with the thing, so it should be fine. We're gonna go ahead and do that, and hopefully everything works.
Well, CJ. What we got here?
Oh, just a couple shitty wheels. Just kidding. They're actually beautiful wheels, and the polish is amazing. Perfection hooked me up. Once again, came in clutch. Got these things mounted for me. Mr. Zach at Perfection. Go see him. You got dually wheels? Go see him. He'll hook you up. And, I mean, we have been playing Russian roulette with acorn nuts and spacers and adapters, and the hub bore sizes weren't right, and I mean, it's just an absolute shit show. Got brand new drilled and slotted rotors and calipers and brackets and brake pads all up front. Packed the bearings because we now have 3-inch spacers up front on 14 wides. Yes, it is wider than what it was. No, wait, is it 14, 15, 16, 17, 16, 17? Okay, it's an inch. So the last setup was an inch wider in the front because I had 26x16s and 40s and 2-inch spacer adapters. Anyways, we're about to get these wheels on, see what this thing looks like with the full wheel and tire setup. Like, we haven't seen it with all 4 duals and front ones on yet. So the back, don't look at the back. It's a little bit sketchy, but we're gonna run it. I think that's what they said you're supposed to do. We made it to Blake's with the OBS. The OBS did get done, as you see. Sheesh. We need to get this old gal unloaded and get her into Blake's. I think she looks fucking killer. Too bad we didn't have traction bars, or else I would probably try to slide her, which is probably a bad idea, but also a good thing that I don't have traction bars. What else was I gonna say in the ending of this? Come check these wheels out. We have an exact set of these wheels, 24x14 super singles up front and 24-inch dually wheels in the back, polished from ETE Forge. We're doing a giveaway right now. Link will be down in the description. Go ahead and get entered. Spend a couple bucks and get a free set of fucking dually wheels that cost what, retail 12 grand?
Yep.
10 grand? Like, you can't lose. Another thing that's pretty freaking cheap, it's called subscribing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because this shit ain't cheap. So all you gotta do is hit the subscribe button. Keep on watching these videos. Hope you enjoy. And we're about to get rowdy at Blake's, so stay tuned for another video to drop very shortly.